Before we get started, I want to tell you a quick story about the 255-year Chamber of Commerce heritage in America. The first Chamber of Commerce in America predates the Revolutionary War. The New York Chamber was formed in 1768 and was given a charter by the King of England. Now obviously, this became problematic in 1775 when the war began. The Chamber continued to hold meetings, but membership split into two factions, the Loyalists to the King and the Patriots. After the British evacuation in 1783, fortifying the harbor in the event of a naval attack or blockade became the pressing issue for the local chamber so that goods and supplies could move without restriction. For the next several years, some of the earliest references to the Erie Canal occurred during those discussions. By 1805, the New York Chamber suspended operations due to a lack of attendance at meetings, and then 30 years after it was talked about in chamber meetings, construction on the Erie Canal was scheduled to begin in 1817. The Chamber reconstituted and published pamphlets on the merits of the Erie Canal, which is considered an engineering marvel of the 19th century that supports trade. Now, I tell you that story to tell you this. Whether you are serving at a time when the membership is split into factions over an important local issue, or when you're talking about important economic development projects that you may or may not see in your lifetime, or when attendance at meetings is sparse, or when some of the initiatives your chambers discussed years ago are finally coming to fruition today, your leadership matters. It matters to the local employers, to your community, to the Chamber of Commerce you are leading, and it may even matter to posterity. We don't get to choose the time period in which we are living, but the chances are very good that your local chamber will outlive you. So while it's your turn to lead the chamber, take good care of it. Know that your leadership matters and is valued. And most of all, know that however things seem today, they will surely change. So your chamber will need to always be firmly grounded in the present with an eye toward the future. And that's why we've put together this video series, which is intended not only for Chamber of Commerce staff, but we strongly recommend that your board of directors view them as well. We'll dig into the numbers on membership so that you can set better goals, make better decisions, and avoid disappointment and burnout. Feel free to give us your feedback. We'd love to hear from you. But in the meantime, chamber on.